Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new. Basically, I'm just doing a quick little video to show you a new street light that I've got for the collection. And this was acquired on Monday, and it was just by chance that I actually caught it being replaced. Because it was on a road that I've known for a while to have low pressure sodium lamps on. And as I say, I've known them for about 3 years, and I do go down there about once a week just to check up on them. And it was just by chance that one had been replaced when I went down there. And so I went down the road a little bit, and the van was there replacing another one. So I got talking to the contractors, and they said I could just take the lantern along with a load of other things that they've gave me, and they've actually invited me down to the old yard, the storage yard. And in their words, they have hundreds, and they literally said hundreds of old low pressure sodium, high pressure sodium, mercury vapor, you name it. They've got it there, just in storage, and they just said, come down and fill your boots. And they've got loads of parts, they've got massive boxes full of low pressure sodium SOX lamps and gear trays and all sorts. So I'm really excited to go down there in the near future. But for now, I'll show you this lantern that I've managed to save. And here it is. It's a Mach 15 1980s Form Beta 5. I'll just move the Lucidor out of the way so you can see it. So, it's Mach 15 Form Beta 5. And it's the top entry version, as you can see by the screw thread there. And it would have sat on a concrete bracket. And I actually managed to save said concrete bracket. And I'll put a picture of that now in the car. It's, I think, a concrete utilities bracket, but there's a mixture of concrete utilities and Stanton columns on there. They're all concrete, apart from one, which has a late Beta 5 on it. But, yeah, all the rest are concrete, and there's probably about 12 or 15 of them, and 2 got replaced. Don't know why the camera's not focusing. But, yeah, and this isn't the only thing that I managed to save. So you'll notice there that it's got a Royce Thompson P42 photocell on it, like the Lucidor. And I managed to get a photocell controller out of the column. So it's a Royce Thompson P42, just like the photocell. And as I say, it would sit in the column and control the lantern, basically. So there you go. And before I get to the lamp, or the light, I'll show you the other things that I managed to save. I've also got these 2 lamps, Retrofit LED lamps. This was the one that was in this light, but it's pretty much destroyed. Although I did get told by the contractors that by some miracle this still works. And it's been water damaged, and it's also just in an absolute state. Only problem is, somehow, with it still working, it just flashes really, really quickly, which is why this got replaced. So it wasn't actually a lantern fault, it was just the lamp. But with these being old and, let's face it, outdated, then they just switched the whole bracket and column and what have you to modern technology. So this is what was in it. It's an Indo. I believe it's dated to about 2016. So right as I started retrofitting lights. Got a massive heatsink on the back. And you can see all the plastics yellowed as well. So that's the first one. The second one is a more modern Magnatech SOX LED retrofit. Obviously these will be getting replaced with low pressure sodium lamps when I get this up and running. And this is actually one of the ones where you can turn it to aim the light wherever you want. If I can try to demonstrate it, we've doing it before. How to do it one-handed. There you go. You can take my word for it anyways. That top bit twists. You can see the heatsink. It's quite a different size to the older counterpart, which I thought was quite cool. Even though, as I say, they're only retrofit lamps. I thought how the technology's evolved, even in, what, 3 years? This is dated 2020, I think. It's quite remarkable. So that's that one. Yeah, 2020 this is dated. Don't know if it's going to show on camera, is it? No, maybe not. Put it on the floor, it might. There you go, 2020. So, got them. I also got 2 bowls, because he did have 2 of these, but I could only fit one in the car, and the other one looked too far gone, if I'm honest. It didn't have a gear tray. It didn't even have, like, the photo cell. There was no ball clip. You see that one's got the metal clip. It didn't have that. And the ball was damaged. I still did get the ball, and it's actually a vacuum formed replacement. See, it's got damage there. I think someone shot it or something's hit it. But it's not the original. So this has been vacuum formed. Still got the metal clip. And there you go. It's the thinner version as well. And then this is the deep ball version. So I'll show you this lantern. Basically you just got to undo this clip. And then there you go. And then the ball just comes off like that. So there's your gear tray, and you'll notice that this is the wrong gear tray for the lantern. So you see the sticker there, it says Mach 12, but this is a Mach 15. So this is a replacement gear tray. This would have been out of a later lantern, so this is probably dating to about the early 2000s, maybe mid 2000s, whereas this light dates to the 1980s. And yeah. I have cleaned it, but I think there's still a spider in it somewhere because something's made a web there. So I'll have to deal with that. But, oh yeah, there it is. But you've got the ballast, which, it's a big mix-up, this lantern, because it's a later gear tray, but it has an Atlas ballast. An Atlas, I want to say, can't actually remember. I think it was 1983 or something. Atlas stopped making lamps and they just merged with Thorn. I think that's right. But it's got a later igniter and it's got an ancient capacitor. It's actually a, I think it's Cambridge capacitors. Yeah. And I think when I looked at the date on it, it was 1979. So that probably is the original capacitor for this lantern. You've still got the felt gasket, which is normally completely rotten by now. It's an aluminium canopy, so nice and sturdy. And there you go. Only problem is, this gear tray, I've tried to put a screw in it, but you need a tiny screw for it. It was cable tied when I got it. So, but this will be getting fixed up, wired, and it will have a 35 watt socket amp put back in it. Put the ball back on. There you go. You hear the click. And then that just goes on there. Line it up. I don't know if I can show you. And there you go, line it up. And then that just closes. Simple as that. These are the anti-vandal balls. Although, I say that's an anti-vandal ball. With it being vacuum formed, it's not exactly got the same technology. But this one is definitely an original ball. So, there you go. And I think that's about it. Apart from, I do have a picture of the lantern still in situ. There you go. So that's the bracket I have. Don't even think that'll focus now. So that was it in, I think, October. So 3 months ago. That's the bracket I've got. You'll see a picture anyway of the bracket. And then that's the lantern in situ. And it would actually have that ball on, because you can see the hole there in the ball. There you go, the hole's there in the ball, and that's the exact same hole. So that's pretty cool. And I think that's about it until I get it wired. So, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.